Hey guys, just testing out the HTC Vive Pro 2, and this is basically like what they call Steam Home. So this headset, it works with Steam applications, and this is basically like your personal space, which we call Steam Home, or your lounge, you could say, where you return to when you're finished with your applications. So in this personal space, you can launch VR games and you can launch non-VR games. Now, also in your personal space, you've got something called theater mode. So theater mode is like this. So I'm going to click on library. And then you can see you've got VR games, and then you've got also all games. Okay, and if I scroll down to, I don't know, let's go with Creature Creator. It's one of my son's favorites. And I'm going to launch Creature Creator. So Steam Theater is basically running your Steam apps onto a large screen within your personal space. You can run Steam games as well as non-Steam games. You can view videos and more. Viewing this in VR is like the size of a 120-inch screen in front of me. It may not look like that from watching it on a YouTube video on playback, but it is huge. And you can do quite some cool things with the panel. So at the bottom, you can turn the panel into a curved screen like that, and you can move the panel around. So I can bring it up into the ceiling, you know, like how they have it in some pubs. It's so cool. Okay, so here's the deal with the HTC Vive Pro 2. When you're playing a game in Steam VR, you'll notice slightly lower performance compared to a regular gaming. Why? Because in VR you're pushing twice as many pixels. Right now I've got the game running at 4K per eye. Yep, that's 4K in the left eye and 4K in the right eye. Some of you are thinking right now, how is that possible? Am I running the game in 8K? The VR uses something called DSC, which stands for Display Stream Compression, to handle its ultra high resolutions of 4896 by 4896 pixels. DSC is a technology that compresses the video stream to transmit it over the DisplayPort cable without any noticeable loss in quality. It's a pretty neat trick because it allows the headset to deliver a high resolution VR experience even with the bandwidth limitations of the DisplayPort 1.2 standard. Here's how it works. So DSC compresses the data before it's sent over the cable and then decompresses it once it reaches the headset. This process is automatic, it's seamless, so what you see in the VR headset is crisp, clear images without any blur or loss of detail. But if I was to run a game like Helldivers or Hellblade 2, then you would really see the difference. But I would say this is still a work in progress, but it's good for what it is, and it's all about giving you a taste of its capabilities. The display is ultra sharp, it's crystal clear, doesn't blur too much, just rich detail, and I find it very responsive. It's like chilling in a real lounge in front of a massive 120-inch screen. Plus you can switch up the lounge whenever you want. So let's try something more built for VR gaming. So I've selected No Man's Sky for exploring space in an immersive view. It will be quite exciting. It's a boundless universe where you can jet off to uncharted planets. The in-game settings are all set to ultra, completely maxed out to the full. This is insanely lifelike. I lifted the headset for a sec to check the TV and it's just not the same. I'm focused on the engine of this aircraft, and the actual engine is bigger than me. It's like the depth of the 3D is just in your face. It's almost scary. That planet in the background looks huge. That is gigantic. How did they get the scale like that? Gonna pulse straight into this planet. That was shockingly scary. Guys, if you could see what I'm seeing right now, I mean literally close up. Seeing myself pass through the atmospheric. Gun looks very detailed. you can literally see the impact flying back in your face. I almost feel like this gun is just too powerful to be holding. Like, I feel like I can just cause a mass destruction with this gun. I mean, I feel like I'm about to blow away the very floor I stand on. I mean, you can literally see the depth of the hole in that ground what I just made. It's really accurate too. I have to give credit to these controllers, so I'm using the Valve Knuckles, and it's so accurate. I find it more accurate than using a mouse and keyboard. Whoa, that hole went deep. I feel like I'm too close to the edge. So I think I'm gonna call it here, guys. If you're digging what you're watching, smash that thumbs up button. This is Console to PC Gaming, wrapping up another session. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you on the flip side with more games and goodness. And always remember, stay legendary, gamers.